The second part of this series is about boosting your online shop with email funnels. In the first part, we talked about how to create a better product story and creative and how to pull your people in. If you haven't seen that, check that out. And now the question is, how can we use email marketing, which is still by far the highest converting e-commerce channel that I have across all of my projects. No chatbots can compete yet. Yeah, maybe that changes, but I haven't seen it compete. No Facebook groups. Email is still the king. The only thing that is better usually is just direct paid traffic that we use to generate more emails. Let's play a fun game. Here we got a simple example. We got 1,000 euros on Facebook ads. They generate 1,500 landing page visitor. We give them a nice goodie, 600 people subscribe. We generate 100 sale, make 5,000 revenue. Doesn't that sound fun? This is maybe overly simplified, but it is nothing I think in e-commerce is as worthwhile as trying to crack this exact nut. I've done it a couple of times now, and it's such a joy to see the teams who are building this super sustainable traffic channel with their email newsletter that is growing and growing and growing while making profits. So let me show you an example. Here we have John Lennon. It's mostly vegan cosmetics store, very much focused on sustainability, and they launched this really fun product series called the Wonder Box. Yeah, and they have the how do you translate this? The awesome Wonder Box, the very awesome Wonder Box, and the very, very awesome Wonder Box. And it just grows in size. And you can check it out. I've put the URL in the description here. And what they have done in the past and are doing again with this product is to generate leads before direct sales. How does it work? So if you're wondering that this is number 4, this is a series of 15 growth marketing tactics to double your e-commerce profits. And this is number 4. Yeah. They created this landing page where they offer the 3 bundles. So you as a user feel like you have a choice. Do I want to take the small, the medium, and the big one? Of course, we want to push people towards the medium one. They have the highest incentives. If they click on the call to action, they'll be slided down to this area. And you just sign up for the newsletter, confirm your email, then you get a coupon code that gives you a discount on this Wonder Box. And the story begins. You now get an email series and you get to see all of the wonderful world of the John Lennon products, which makes it extremely more likely that you will not only do this one purchase, or even if you don't do that purchase now, it's extremely more likely that you will do that later. The ability to stay in touch versus not is quite awesome. What would I do? Do this lead generation thing if you have tried direct sales traffic, paid social, for example, and it doesn't work yet. It's you're maybe getting 0 sales or you're getting sales, but they're not yet profitable enough. Start the lead generation strategy. Also, try this if you have a product where you need to build trust first. Let's say you have a hard to explain product or you have a very strong competition, then it's worthwhile to earn the trust of your customer first, show that you can provide good results with your product, and then start the pitching. In essence, you do this if you want to lower your cost per acquisition and increase your customer lifetime value. Of course, this is not guaranteed, but I see it again and again and again. Why should this lead to a lower cost per acquisition? So first of all, the commitment to give you my email address and to subscribe to your newsletter is way lower than to buy a product. So I get for the same amount, I sell a product, I get way more newsletters. And now I'm allowed to stay in touch with you. And that has a very high chance because you opted into a very product relevant newsletter that you're going to be a customer at some point. You sometimes have to be a bit more patient, and it's not often as easily trackable that the people who came from this campaign source now are in the email and 6 weeks later bought the product. That's way harder to track than direct e-commerce conversions, of course. So that can be a disadvantage of this strategy, but usually in the long term, It results into lower cost per acquisitions. And why does it result in higher customer lifetime value? Easy. It's the chance to get in touch again and again and again. Imagine you don't buy right now. I have a chance to build trust and sell. Then if you bought, I can ask you for your feedback. I can ask for a review on Amazon, which pushes my rankings again. You can give them onboarding for a bit more complex products. You can ask for referrals to a friend. You can have a giveaway if you have a product that is, for example, consumed multiple times, like a nutrition product, as in our Body IP case study. Then you want to remind people to buy new stuff. Yeah, new protein powder, for example, every other month, depending on how much they already bought and how much they seem to be consuming in the past. It's such a powerful strategy, and making it work is extremely worthwhile. Yeah, let me just say that. How would you continue with that? Capturing leads is only the first step. So nurturing those leads with automations can be extremely helpful. And I've recently discovered in the John Land project that MailChimp has now enabled real customer journey maps. So you can see, as shown in the screenshot, I know it's a bit hard to see. You can see that you have it in ActiveCampaign, like you have it in ConvertKit and HubSpot, that you have this visualization of the customer journey, and you can take events like e-commerce events and take this as a trigger, for example, to stop or to start other sequences. Quite fun. What you want to do in nurturing is to first of all give, ask, and repeat. And I'm serious, like repeat, do not stop. Why should you? You had a chance, like you gave value 3 times and then you made a pitch. You maybe had a subtle pitch in the other ones as well, but it was very secondary. And now you don't pitch anymore and people don't buy. So what's the worst thing that can happen if you repeat? You provide more value, you do pitch again, provide more value, pitch again. At some point, yes, if they did not open the last 12 emails, that might be a good KPI to kick them off your list. But otherwise, if they stay engaged, if they open, if they sometimes click, trust in the process, they will convert over time or refer friends to you. The next opportunity that you have, if you do this, is to segment your list. For the most important segmentation, people who have bought your product, people who have not yet bought your product or any of your products. You want to be able to segment in the B2C area. You want to be able to segment purchases from non-purchasers, obviously. In the B2B area, when you, for example, have other distributors, you want to be able to inform them about new product launches so they can put that into their shops, offline shops, online shops, whatever. But let's focus on the B2C side. Segmenting people by active, high volume customers, people who have made a certain amount of revenue for you already that you want to send a gift to or give a bigger discount. This is where segmentation comes into the play, and you can do this with a lot of tools. MailChimp is one. I'm going to show you another one in a second. What you can also do is see if you can trigger people personalized based on their behavior. Let's say you have a newsletter subscriber and they start surfing your website. And of course, you have the tracking pixel from your CRM installed in your website, and it recognizes that user. But the user doesn't buy, but you saw that he was surfing on that other product that he hadn't bought yet. Why not send an email? Hey, dude, you seem to be interested in this other product. Why don't you get this nice discount or just buy it right now? This is personalized based on behavior. Other factors on when to do it. You can send birthday emails. You can send anniversary stuff, name day, any special holiday season triggers that can work for you. And this is all part of the nurturing process. So what you want to get is get more audiences, visitors, sales, repeat sales through this nurturing process. And why do I say audiences? If you have consent, you can use that audience of subscribers to create a lookalike audience on Facebook, on Google, on LinkedIn. Yeah, and then you get people that are similar to the people who have subscribed to your newsletter. And that is a pretty good base audience to start stuff like that from. You get more traffic to your website. That means more visitors that you can retarget. You have a higher chance of sales and of repeat sales. But let's talk about repeat sales in the next part. The sixth strategy, tonight, is after sales email sequences. Here I show you an after sales sequence example from Klaviyo. It's a very e-commerce focused email provider. It's a competitor to MailChimp. In the past, MailChimp just didn't have good e-commerce capabilities, so Klaviyo stepped in and did a lot of that. So check them out, just make a comparison and see what's good for you. And what you do is essentially the same as before. You want to give, ask. You want to segment the people by what they purchased, what kind of stuff they're interested in, and keep on triggering them. But this time, you also want to go for referrals, for reviews, for upsells. That's the kind of stuff you want to go for in this strategy, because you have nothing to lose. You got your customer. You can either send them emails or you cannot. What happens if you don't send them email? They can forget you. But if you send them email without being annoying, of course, you have another chance and another chance and another chance. Keep that, and I hope this is valuable to you. And if you like this, I would really love you to sub to this YouTube channel that think the 500 subscribers. All right, that sums it up. We pulled our audience into our product story. We now boosted it with your online shop with emails, and we are ready for the next part of this journey, analyzing your way to e-commerce profitability.